Okay. So we are doing, I believe the name of the brand is Coris. We'll have it as the episode description type of thing. But we're doing show off soft candy. Let's make veggies and fruits. You can make 4 kinds of vegetables and fruits. You can play with the vegetables and fruits on the mounts. Let's see here. 200 yen, grape flavor, apple flavor, lemon flavor. Includes 3 soft candies on a mold. By the post show, it's done. Alright. And on the back it says, a way of making. After a clear appearance of hands, I'm sure my hands are clear, mold 3 soft candies. So you can mix them. Umbrella, a mold of candies on it. At this time, if you have a large amount of candy in it, you can make it clean. You press the mold and open it slowly. What does it say? I don't know what this is. Slowly take the camera with a hammer. Let's get it carefully. Complete. Did you make it? Hang out on your dad's shelf. Try making fruits and veggies in any colors you like. It says fruit and vegetable shop chewing candy. Let's see. And we'll see which one of the 4 sets we get. And then looks like these are pretty standard warnings. You know, have a parent help you if you're a kid. The candy is hard. You can warm it with your hands to soften it. Eat it right away. This is not a most of these DIY candies have that. I'm guessing that they don't keep well. So it's a eat it now if you're gonna eat it type of thing. So let's see what we got. We have green and yellow. Alright, those colors we got last time. Oh, so last time we did, I don't have the same packaging. But we previously did one of these with different packaging. Here's the stand from last time, so the stand is different. So I'm not quite sure if this is just it's gotten a different region or a different special was going on or something that they're different. But I have a bunch of these candy kits, and there are times where I have what looks to be just about the same candy kit, but there is differences to them. Sometimes they taste different. Sometimes what's actually in them is different. So I guess we'll see. But this one, I translated, but it's just these are just the prices in yen, and it says vegetable top in English. So. I don't remember where I got these. So, but yeah, so I'm doing both versions so you can see the difference. I'm hoping I got a mold of different ones. Last time we got banana, pepper, tomato, and strawberry. These already look different. Oh, we have the corn one. That was the one I wanted. Yay! So we have corn, melon, peach, and onion. So I'm very pleased. Those were weirdly the ones I wanted. It's just the corn one looks like it's gonna be fun to mix, so excited about that. So, all right. So really the directions are just pretty much put the candy in the mold. So last time look, it is different. So last time we got them, the cornstarch was like caked on these, and it really affected the taste. So like this one's got it a little bit, but it was like white though. So, and you really did taste it as you go. And it took quite a bit of mixing to get that to calm down. So I am I'm glad. Glad to try again with candies that are so. I always kind of think of maybe it's like a thing with our, like we have the Girl Scout cookies here, where there's 2 places that make Girl Scout cookies, and depending on where you are, you might get different Girl Scout cookies. So I'm kind of wondering if it's like that, where sometimes, depending on where these candies are bought, maybe they're different manufacturers or something, or maybe it's different batches. And sometimes it takes a while for them to get over here, so like maybe it's even, you know, they changed they changed it in between type of things. So I was gonna say I'm gonna try and get all the starch off, but these ones don't have too much of it. Well, they do have a bit. I'm seeing some now. The easiest way to do it would be get a damp cloth involved, but then the mold is undoubtedly going to be very sticky. And these guys do feel a little bit harder. They're still pretty soft. Alright, so how are we going to do this with the corn? Do. Alright, do like that. Like this maybe. And then like this maybe. See how that do? Alright. Now, last time we learned we could mix some of the colors together to get different colors. I feel like for the onion, I'm gonna mix a little red with some yellow. And then what else did they have? Oh, the other one's a peach. A little red with the yellow for our onion. I feel like it's gonna need more than that. Maybe a little more red. And so with the other one, we did discover that the more you mix it up, the better it did seem to be. Taste-wise, texture-wise, that sort of thing. Oh wait, this is the onion. I'm gonna get smaller. Okay, I'm happy with that color. Alright, and now we're gonna make a peach. I feel like a little bit of yellow. And with the bigger piece of red, we'll get us a good peach. How's that looking? A little more peachy. Okay. And a little bit of this. Green thing on top, sort of thing. Okay. And then for the melon, I feel like again I want a little yellow involved. Melon. These are called musk melons. I remember there's basically like this melon candy. And I love the flavor, which is helpful because it seems to be the flavor of a billion candies from Japan. I do like sweets from Japan. Oh, I don't think it's enough. Not enough. Little more. But I feel like I'm never sure exactly what that is, because it tastes a little bit like cantaloupe, but definitely, in my mind, different from cantaloupe. But I guess it's possible, because I don't think I've ever bought and eat a muskmelon by itself type of thing. So it could just be like I like banana candy flavoring, but not bananas. Maybe I like melon flavoring in candy, but not necessarily a melon. Let's see. So I think the melon came out the best. Look at that. It's pretty good looking. Bloop. Fresh melon. And then the onion. Onion really came through more on the shape. Oh no, look, there's a pinch of it up on top. Yeah, alright. I'll believe it to be an onion. So it did not look like I did enough on that peach, so maybe we'll redo that guy. And the corn, too much in there. So sometimes it's easier to do these one at a time, so you can kind of cut off the sides a little easier if nothing's holding you back. But this one is tricky. I feel like it's more complicated than the others because of the the leaves, but I really like the look of them, so that's pretty good. I feel like we could have had a little, so there's like the cross from the melon. I feel like we could have had a little crossing back and forth on the corn there as well, but that's okay. Alright, let's see if we can get this peach to behave itself. I'm just filling it up with the chunk. Okay. Where's my green leaves? Okay. Let's see what that gets us. Okay. See now. Oh, there should have been green over here. Okay. All right. Now that's a fine peach. That's not bad at all. Boop. All right. See how many more we can get out of the batch. So the other one we were able to get, I think it was 14 blue guys, all told. And then sorry. Trying to read. I've got a new camera setup thingy and I'm not quite happy with it yet. I feel like I keep going out of frame and I can't see as well whether or not I'm in frame or not. So I apologize if I keep disappearing on you. That doesn't feel like it's big enough. Here we go. That's better. Okay. And then let's do some peach. Get a lot for the peach. A little bit of yellow. Okay. And then where's the side? There it is. Okay, that's too much. Okay. Oh. And let's get a little more yellow on here. Make it an onion. Let's get a little green in there too. It's not an entirely ripe onion. All right. See how that one do. One might be a little bit too big. Take peach. All right. Like this. Okay. So again, you're getting all 4 of these slots into their holes, and then you're squeezing down as hard as you can without breaking the thing. Okay. All right. Oh, so here's our onion. I feel like that onion came out a little better, a little more definition. Honestly, it looks a little more like a bao bun. There we go. All right. Here's our melon. Now I'm still looking good. Okay. Whoops. And the lovely peach. Whoa. And a piece of corn. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna take a little piece of each of these. Oh, I already had the yellow. just so I can try tasting it without mixing it together, since I mix together most of these. Alright, so I feel like we can get another piece of corn. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. So let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I get like one more thing. I'll mix these guys together. Maybe we can get a peach. Let's go with this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So I don't think this one necessarily had less clay so much as it had 2 big guys, whereas the other one really had the apple. No, I'm sorry, the tomato that was big. And a lot of the other ones were either small or shallow. So not as much got put into each one. Okay. Alrighty, let's see. Okay. Not the best one of the peaches, but it's alright. And then we got a corn. That's a fair enough corn. There we go. So about 10 total, and then we do have these guys to try. Okay, so that is a much stronger sour on the sour apple. And then this one's grape. It's a little weak on the grape, but actually the aftertaste comes through as more grape. Whereas the other one, you were like, yeah, I guess I'm eating grape with the initial bite. And then this one should be lemon. Yeah. I guess there's lemon. Again, all more towards the aftertaste than the actual taste, which is interesting. Alright, so I'm gonna try melon first. Ah. So that was good. I think possibly because we mixed these guys more. I'm gonna try the corn to test that theory, because the corn was not uber mixed. There you go, a little more of the tart from the lemon when you have a little more of it in your mouth. Yeah, not bad, but nothing to write home about. Peach. can tell if there's a flavor going on here. Here it is. I guess identifying it is probably more what I mean. Like it's smoother than the grape or the lemon by themselves. I wouldn't say it's peach flavor. I say it's closer to like a peach gummy in flavor, not in texture. The texture is a little more like a Starburst, but like a slightly grittier Starburst. Which again, I think to me feels like this is the cornstarch, even though we got a lot of it all. I think that one was the best. Oh, a little tart. But that one had more lemon, I think. I think the lemon and grape are good together in particular, because the grape by itself does not taste like much, and the lemon has got a nice tart to it that like the grape kind of smooths out and sweetens. So here's my other melon. And like the lemon tarts up the apple, so that it's not just sour, but like got a bit of zip to it. Now for the onions. I feel like I should have corn as a palate cleanser in between. And the corn also is like bizarrely dry compared to the other ones, but I think again it's because we didn't mix them as much. So I'd say mixing is probably a vital key here. That one's more tart, so it must have been more lemon. I think this one got to be, this one got to be more grape, so let's say. Oh no. Oh no, where'd he go? Well. The onion seems to have escaped. So I guess we'll end on corn. Which I suppose you would have done that. Where the heck did it go? Well, I'm gonna have to find that. Alright, well, I'll find that once I've turned off the video. But yeah, so that was this guy. I think for me, it was worth it for these little molds because I like getting them, but I don't know. A Starburst is better. Like, there's nothing about this particular candy flavor-wise that makes it stand out. It's the flavors are very light, and really the takeaway like that's in my mouth right now is the cornstarch still. So of the different candies, I like, it's not bad. Like, if you want to play with the molds, you know, that's probably worth getting. But if you're just like, I wonder if that's good, not what I would traditionally consider good. So take that as you will, and have a good one.